Welcome you all to another video. This is H. I'll be just going over what I could have potentially done better today, honestly, because I didn't take a trade. I didn't open my combine yet, but I do have a plan of buying 5 combines and trading them all at the same time, but lowering my leverage, lowering the amount of money that I can put in the market. And yeah, I think so. I'll have 5 combines and trade with $100 each. That would give me a 500 daily loss on all of them, like $100 each on the 5 account. That's $500 on total. If I lose and if I win, that'll be one, even if it's a 1 to 2. That would be a $1,000 win in total, and I'll basically have more tries to actually perform and pass my combines. Because for me to lose the combines at that point, I would have to lose 20 times in a row, and I don't think that that's impossible, but it will be pretty hard to lose 20 times in a row, even trying. So we'll see. But right now I don't have the money to buy the combines. That's the problem. And yeah, so okay, let's go over the market today. Of course, this I don't know where this dump. I don't know what happened right here, but that's a huge dump right there. Yeah, look at that. But is there a way that you could have possibly predict this? Yes, but you would have had to be really patient, like insanely patient, like crazy insanely patient. For example, right here we go. We had already went up to these hourly highs right here. In NQ, we went all the way to this high right here. ES as well. We went to this high right here. But after, okay, so okay, I see it. All right, I see how a lot of people would have lost their money. I mean, in London session we don't take these highs, but I mean, yeah, in London session in Nasdaq we don't take those highs, but we do take them in Nasdaq. Okay, let me rephrase that. We didn't take these highs in ES during London session, but we do take these highs in NQ during London session. That is technically in S&T, which is why a lot of people, I believe, would think that it was going to go down. And honestly, I would too. We go up here to these are the hourly highs, and we have London session highs right there as well. Right here we do take these London session highs and hourly highs. So all you need is bearish confluences. Unfortunately, in the 5 minute time frame, we do not have anything other than these 5 minute fair value gap, bearish 5 minute fair value gap, and we don't have any reactions out of it. So if you would have stayed patient, you low key could have won it. Not won it, but you could have banged this trade. So let's go to NQ. And as you can see, we go up here, and of course anybody would think that we are about to start going down because we have better draws and liquidity to the downside. So I would think that we would go down as well. And we see here break structure right here. We do not have any retracement to the 1 minute fair value gap into here. So yeah, it's just not really good at all. So if you would have stayed patient in the 5 minute time frame, you would have banged this trade. Not in NQ because we do not have a second fair value gap right here. We do have this bearish for 5 minute fair value gap, which we inverse, and of course that's going to lead you to think that we are going to go high and try to place a trade, and you could have banged this small trade, 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So the forward right here, you would enter right there. Stop loss below the 5 minute, and then take profit up here in this high. So that would have been a 1-to-1, and you would have banged that trade. And but it's not the best, not after having all these draws like illiquidity that we could go down to, and which we ended up going to. But you know, that's a possible trade that you could have taken. And then obviously if you do not change your bias to bullish by this time right here, we also created a right here a 5 minute for like a 5 minute fair value gap right here, which we do respect. At the end of the day, we do inverse the 5 minute right here. We complete the inverse right here, and then we don't take this high, so that could have been a target if you wanted to change your bias. And then we go down to this 5 minute fair value gap, and we close above this 1 minute bearish fair value gap, so that trade would have been like this as well. After the reaction, you put it here, and obviously we're gonna target that high right there. It doesn't look like a good risk to reward ratio, honestly. So I don't know if I would have entered maybe here, but still that would have not been the best. So it would not have been worth taking this trade. But you would see that we eventually inverse that 5 minute fair value gap right here. So after we complete that inverse, you could, and plus we have this breaker structure right here as well that I just noticed right now. We have this breaker structure, and then this 5 minute fair value gap inverse. You could have gone to the 1 minute and tried to snipe a trade right here. So this is the 49. The closest right here, we have a 1 minute fair value gap right here. A huge 1 minute fair value gap. And we kind of react out of it, so you could have entered here. Of course, the reaction or like the test of this 1 minute fair value gap is not as strong as you would want it to be, so you would have to put your stop loss up here in a safe place, to the point where if it goes up there, then the trade was wrong, you were wrong, and that's completely fine. But that's the entry right there after the 5 minute bullish 5 minute fair value gap getting inverse right here. And then we have a 1 minute retest of a 1 minute fair value gap, and that would have been your entry. It does not have a nice risk to reward ratio here, but we do have a lot of draws in liquidity. So here that would have been a nice You could take partials here and then you leave the rest to go down here. And that's a 1 to 1, 1 to 1.3, and then you leave the rest to go all the way down here. That's a 1 to 2.3, and the last one's to London session low. And that's how you would have banked the trade. Of course, the stop loss is really high, but that's the safest, I would think. You know, plus we're about this 5 minute for value gap in case if it wants to go up here and then enter and go a little higher. So yeah, this would have been the trade if you were to have been patient. But I was not trading, so there's nothing to sue. I was just back testing. This is a little bit of back testing practice, I guess. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Watching me not make any money, not do anything, literally just back testing and watching the market and seeing how you reacted. But I hope you had a good day, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so good luck to y'all. Trade safely and control your emotions. Control your hands more. You know. So keep trading. Don't give up. We're still going at it. See you.